Yo, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Happy Monday. I hope you all had a fantastic weekend. I sure missed you guys. I sure missed uploading these videos. So I was away from Tuesday to Sunday. I took a little vacation with the family and, some much needed time off. As you guys all know, this has been pretty rough lately, this correction to track. But mainly, it was time to take the family out. And we took a little break. So here we are, we're back, and I'm super excited, super pumped, super relaxed, and well rested. It looked like I left on the perfect freaking week, right? We had a very heavy, excited week the last week. A lot of opportunity, a lot of trades that were potentially made for the upside and opportunities. So the question now remains: now, is this the breakout? Is this what we have been looking for? Is this what we're looking at? So the answer to this question now is likely it is. All right. And so let me illustrate this for you guys. So as you know, I have been tracking two counts, right? One that suggests we are reaching the low, right? Or this is just a brief pullback. And then the other one is that this is actually the October the 4th was the bottom, and we're now gearing up to a breakout above the all-time highs on September the 2nd. All right. So that wave count is suggesting this, right? Now, I am assigning only about a 15 to 20% that this is likely what will happen. Okay. Now, unless some disappointing earnings. Oh, speaking of earnings, all right. I usually, now that we're in the earnings season, I like to show what this is from Earnings Whisper. You could just type this on Twitter and you get the most anticipated earning releases for the week. Okay, so this in our case is October the 18th of 2021. So, yesterday or this morning, sorry, rather right before the open and after the close, we had some notable earnings here, but the most anticipated ones that we're looking for are tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday. So I'll be watching Netflix, which I may be looking for a short-term earnings trade. I think that the options chain is pricing in about a $30 move, okay, plus or minus $35 move. And so, and the chart is looking really good. So if you want to see that chart, just hop on into the Discord group. The link to the Discord group will be pinned down in the comment section. So you get to see the charts for these earnings companies coming up. So we have Johnson & Johnson, we got Netflix, Procter & Gamble, United. So we actually want to be also on the lookout for the airlines, as we want to see how travel has been doing as of late. So a lot of these are also presenting some potential opportunity, but we still have to keep our eyes open to them. On Tuesday after the close, everybody and their mother are going to be looking at Tesla. Okay, so Tesla is nearing its all-time highs after I think it was, let's take a quick look. Tesla here. Oops. Tesla has been in consolidation for roughly, let's see, almost 280 days. So, yeah, so we will see what happens there. So it will be a good one to keep our eyes open to. Let's take a look here on Thursday after the close or before the open. We have AT&T, we have Crocs, which is pretty funny. Pretty interesting chart actually too. American Airlines, and then we also have after the close Snapchat, Intel, Chipotle, Sam Adams, and Whirlpool. Okay, these are the ones I'll be looking at. And then Honeywell on Friday after or before the open. American Express will be also a good one to keep on watch. All right, guys. So keep this list. So you guys know what the calendar looks like. So again, we're in the heart of the earnings coming up, and yeah, gotta get ready for those. All right, so back into the SPY. So what I was saying before I showed you guys the earnings whisper was that unless, there's that massive disappointment on big tech earnings or any major geopolitical catalyst, then I will be discounting this wave count, the one I have in front of you guys. As it stands, like I said, I'm only giving this about a 10 to 20% probability of this occurring. But you got to keep in mind, right? We are nearing the 78.6. So this is a good level to keep your eyes open to. I mean, I am anticipating a brief pullback, but in this wave count, which I'll show you. But before I go into the other one, all right, so this ABC, if this holds true, all right, then, the we see every other chart, like we see a lot of the big names also gearing up for breakouts. So a lot of a lot of other market internals also letting us know that potentially this October the 4th low was set in already. So like I said, unless there is a big geopolitical or earnings disappointment all across the board, then this likely will be the scenario. However, let's jump into the most fun stuff here, right? Like the ones that we are actually looking for. So the idea here, guys, is that we have reached a 1, 2, 3, okay, and now fourth wave completion, okay, here on October the 4th. And the way we're looking at this, guys, okay, the way we're looking at this is that, you know, maybe when we do get, or actually we're gearing up for that brief pullback, okay, that brief corrective pullback, it's just going to be simply, you know, looking at technical analysis, right? It's going to be simply looking at our traditional 100, traditional 50, the short-term moving average with the longer-term period moving average, and how they're going to be crossing. And I'm going to show you that very interesting aspect of it on the 1 hour time frame. All right, so we're looking at this as a simply A, B, C correction. Okay, we haven't invalidated any levels yet, and we're now gearing up to a breakout. Taking it down to the 1 hour time frame, let's shut this off here and turn on our moving averages. All right, so we have, let me reset this. We have our, you know, our longer term 200-day period moving average crossed below, okay, crossed above the 50-day shorter term moving average. Okay, so that is a bearish interpretation here. Okay, when the 200 and the 50 cross, that's the death cross coming across. Right now we're gearing up to go where the 50-day is going to cross above the 200-day. Now this is where I see that we are potentially gearing up for that pullback, a very brief pullback. More often than not, on the 1 hour time frame, guys, when you see this type of setup, okay, when you see the 200-day cross below the 50, all right, more often than not, you're going to see that price action will try to gravitate back down towards the 50-day as it, you know, as it continues to gear to head on higher and retest that. Okay, so right now we're a little bit far off, so that's what I'm looking at, right? That's what I'm referring to. So as the 50-day period moves above the 200 and the 200 moves below it, price action will likely curl down, retest it before heading on higher. Now, what does wave counts look like? All right, I know it's a little bit messy, but let's just bear with me here. So from September the 2nd high, we went down in A, up in B, down in C to the to the October 4th low to complete the wave C or wave 4. Now, the way we're looking at this is that this is a leading expanding triangle breakout. And that is what's most likely happening here, guys. All right. I don't think that the alternate count, which I just looked at, we looked at together, where the B wave was here at the 786, although it is a very, very notable level to keep your eyes open to, because the 786 is key for a pullback and to act as resistance. It's not out of the question yet. We can't discount that possibility just yet. But just this basic indication here of the moving averages going across these two major moving averages on the 1 hour time frame, it is letting me know that potentially we are going to head down towards the wave 2 pullback in 1, 2, 3, or an ABC pullback down towards the 23.6 to the 38.2. So this is all lining up perfectly well. All right, this has been a pretty tricky market to track, and I'm really excited because we are nearing that moment where we can take advantage of, the moment that we've been waiting for. Okay, so once we see, you know, the game plan coming into the rest of the week is as follows, guys. As I mentioned again, I want to see this pullback here. Now you may be wondering why, you know, why are we, you know, what if markets keep on going on higher? That is a possibility, right? What if, you know, I've heard this before, where why isn't this the wave 1, okay, rather than here? And that's because, look, all right, looking at the Elliott wave counts, right? Let me just shut this off so they're not too visible. This here is a 1, 2, and 3. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. If we were to assign wave 1 here, guys, this really, we can't count 5 waves here. This is not possible. Okay, as we can just clearly see, 1, 2, and 3, only 3 waves. Even if we go down to the nitty-gritty 5-minute time frame, okay, where we assign the wave 1, we could see 5 waves here. 1, 2, right? 3, small pullback 4, and then 5, an ABC pullback into the wave 2. All right, and now 1, 2, 3, 4, and then final 5th wave. Okay, that's why I'm assigning this the wave count the way it is. And then this brief, or sorry, this directional A, right? This directional 4th wave, right? A, B, and C. So that's why I don't think that maybe there's a little bit more of a push. Okay, but we are potentially gearing up to a pullback between the 100 and the 1618. Okay, once we see that pullback come down to the 441.26 or 438.31, that is where I will go in and start trading this market. Until then, I will stand on the sidelines. All right, this market has been very choppy, very tricky. This is not ideal to see an expanding or leading expanding triangle breakout. Okay, it's not ideal because it's very difficult to consider this as a motive or an impulsive structure. So for that reasons, I'm opting out to see this pullback happen under wave 2 and then take advantage of that wave 3. All right, so just be a little bit more patient. We're almost there, okay? And we should be good to go. Over to the Qs. The Qs have been displaying the same sort of pattern, right? So from the September 2nd high, I mean, both scenarios on both of the indices are playing out exactly how we've been expecting them. So out of the September 2nd high, we went down in A, up in B, down in C to complete the wave 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Okay, we're completing the leading expanding triangle on the Qs. Okay, somewhere between the 100 and the 1618. We're then going to gear up for the 3-wave pullback, which we could take advantage of anywhere between the 23.6 and the 38.2, which gives you a 364.97, 362.10 price action. Even the moving averages here are also gearing up on the 1 hour time frame to do that crossing. So once they cross, retest, off we go. All right, guys. So again, this was a brief one. Thank you so much for your patience last week. I'm excited to be back with you guys. Subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up, and I shall see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.